Oakley Dokley. Alrighty then. Greetings YouTube, Dark Swordsman here, and I am back for more Final Fantasy 16. And we're basically going to be carrying on from where we left off, so let me just hit the continue button here. So I've just seen that Holly's almost at her 500 mark in subs, congratulations to her. But it also has got me thinking about my channel a little bit as well, and I would still like to continue pushing the subs and views up and whatnot on my channel. So if you like what you see, then please do smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's get on with today's show. So we're going to be carrying on with the story and the side quests as we go along, so we're doing the side quests as they pop up. So pull up a chair and come follow me, and let's see what trouble we can get ourselves into.
Torgal, what is it?
Nothing good, I'll wager. Come on.
So it looks like something foul is afoot. So last stream we ended up, well, fighting ourselves essentially. Which, I'm not going to lie, was a little bit of an interesting one.
What happened here?
Imperials.
Mike's bugging out.
You'll pay for this.
For some reason my laptop and my Blue Yeti don't like each other.
What are you doing?
Luckily I did get it working right off the bat this time, but it did just temporarily disconnect itself. And if it does it again, then I do apologise, folks. So what have we got going on here?
Remember our orders? No survivors!
Who would order such a thing?
Holy moly, there's a lot of them. The town's being flooded. Imperials? Why on earth would the Imperial army attack its own villages? That makes no sense.
Thought you could escape us, did you, Branded? You were born a slave, and you'll die.
Enough.
I ain't nobody's slave. Never was, never will be.
Ducal dogs!
Dogs. Hey, we're innocent people!
Don't crowd me, boys. these guys have got a lot of health. Well, that's because some of them are matching my level now, which is slightly irritating. Oh, that's it, I've had it. Oh, that didn't last long.
Put them all to the sword! There or no!
Damn flyers. Right, while the cutscene's following, I am just going to quickly put some eye drops in my eyes because my hay fever's playing up.
All must burn! The bearers and those who sheltered them. By Empress Annibella's command!
My mother ordered this.
Clive,
Oh great, new boss fight, I can't see properly because I'm putting my drops in. Oh! I need to go into my limit break in order to... Oh! Oh yeah, I've definitely got pollen in my eyes or something, so my eyes are itching like mad now. That's it, I've had it with this guy. Dang. Oh no, you don't. Not good. Give me a damn limit break. Ow. Got him. Whew, that was close. I was almost for the chop. Hey up, Holly. And you say hey everyone, but you and I are the only ones here, unfortunately, right now. Nobody else has shown up to the stream yet.
deserved so much better. All of these people did. Better than my mother.
And maybe it's time you put your mother in her place.
We're too late.
Gav!
Clive!
Yeah, pretty much, Holly.
On the orders of the Duchess, eh? We knew Eastpool was harbouring bearers. Thought they were safe enough hidden up here, but someone must have let slip. If they'd have only come to us sooner, none of this would have had to happen. Fuck!
My mother always did despise bearers. The way Father embraced them when the other nations spat on them as slaves. The way an accident of birth gave them a power that others lacked.
But why kill everyone? They meant no harm. They just wanted to be free.
This world judges that a crime punishable by death. Which is why we're going to change it. Gav. We want to help.
Thought you'd got your own stuff to be getting on with.
We do. But it can wait.
In that case, we should head back and tell Sid you've had a change of heart. He was always on it yet to join us.
All right.
And we'd best be quick. Last I heard, he was planning another excursion.
What about the villagers?
Aye. Can I leave yous lot to take care of things here?
Of course. We'll make sure they get a proper burial.
Thank you. Thank you. All of you.
When you're ready then.
Such a shame. It was such a nice little village as well. I quite liked it.
Lead me to your nest. Lord Kupka has a message for your leader. If only he knew where to send it.
And just who exactly is that little worm? I get a distinct feeling he had something to do with this. Oops.
To Sid Solar then. We have a lot to discuss.
Well, first I want to go pay a visit to the blacksmith and see about doing some weapon upgrades and things, if I can remember where the heck he is. There he is. I can see the symbol for it. See whether or not we can get any new weapons yet.
What do you want?
Looks like at the moment our sword is about as strong as we can get. Well, okay, in that case, we'll come back to that then when we've got better stuff that we can make, because right now everything we've got available to us is pretty much
Don't mind me.
weaker than what we've got or the same as what we've got. So we might as well keep all the crafting materials for now.
This place is getting more crowded by the day.
I tell myself the bustle's a blessing. There'll be time enough for quiet contemplation when I'm dead. So, did you find the answers you were looking for?
I still don't know what to make of this gift, curse, whatever it is I've been given. But there is one thing I can say for certain. I am a dominant. Ifrit. And there is nothing I can do to change that. It is a burden I must bear until my dying day.
Spoken true. Forgiveness and in turn salvation can only begin with acceptance. It's a path we all must walk, no matter how colourful our histories.
Cid, you once told me that you wanted to build a place where people could die on their own terms.
I did.
I've been thinking about that. Why not a place where people can live on their own terms? For 13 years, killing was all I knew. So obsessed with death that I never stopped to consider the lives of those around me. Lives that I see now were scarcely worth living. Be they bearers or beggars, most march blindly to their end, never realizing that they too deserve a choice. And I dare not turn a blind eye to their suffering any longer.
So, atonement then, is it?
That was the answer we found.
The only one we need.
I'll be expecting you both to pull your weight.
And we will.
Well then, with a sprinkle of fire and ice, this plan of mine might just work.
And what plan is that?
What trouble are you looking to get yourself into now?
The best kind. We're going to sneak into the Imperial capital and pay a visit to Mother.
Well, better tell Mother Dearest to put the kettle on then. Because I'm coming in for a cup of afternoon tea, apparently.
And the last of our farmholds in the eastern provinces has succumbed to the blight.
Without their yield, you'll be hard-pressed to fill the capital's granaries before winter.
If there is a capital by then, the black creeps closer as we speak.
And yet you do naught but bawl and bluster.
Your Radiance?
If it is fertile land the Empire acquires, we need but look south.
If you mean the Crystalline Dominion's holdings, we are bound by mutual accord. Theirs is a neutral state whose borders we have sworn to respect.
Gentlemen, did we swear to see our people starve?
Well, I really do think
The gates of Oriflamme buckle at the flood of those come seeking refuge from the blight. If there is not grain enough to feed those within our walls, how, pray tell, will we feed those without? But instead of setting your minds to riddles such as these, you lock horns with an enemy from across the sea, sending our soldiers to the slaughter in their thousands. The Empire bleeds, and you sit here prattling like crones in a tea house. And you fancy yourselves leaders of men. Sanbreque is naught without her citizens. We are but their servants. If their land is being wrested away, it is our duty to claim new lands for them.
Your Radiance! You cannot mean a war of conquest.
That is exactly what I mean. It is time we expanded our dominion. This is the will of great Grieger.
There will be uproar. Then we must find a way to distract the citizenry. But how much will that cost?
And what of our legions? Shall we raise the furs?
Well, someone will have to contend with the Dalmex.
I will not keep you. You all have much to do. Where is my son?
The Lord Prince is currently garrisoned at the Strait of Orther. If it please you, I can send word requesting his immediate return to the Holy Capital.
That won't be
You
necessary.
know what, folks? I think I'm going to enjoy taking that capital. It looks like one hell of a fortress. And I do love a challenge.
I must have misheard. You mean to tell me that the Mother Crystals are the reason the world is dying? Are you mad?
I have been called that on occasion, but no, not today. We've all seen it firsthand. Empty wastes where once were green meadows. Land drained so dry of its ether, not even the rats remained. But where was it all gone? I spent years searching for an answer, until I saw it standing right in front of me. There, in the self-same crystals we look to for their so-called blessing. All right, listen. Take this crystal. How does it allow us to conjure magics? Answer, by drawing ambient ether from the air. And where do these crystals come from?
That's easy. They're mine from the Mother Crystals.
They're one and the same. Although admittedly this here fits more easily in the pocket.
But the Mother Crystals are massive. Some as large as mountains.
So you see the problem. Imagine just how much ether can be drawn by something that size. As to where it's all going, mind? Well, I can't know everything, can I?
We are taught that the Mother Crystals are divine. Their ether a gift from the heavens. For centuries, nations have fought and fallen for want of that gift. If what you say is true, how did no one else see it?
Who says they didn't? Maybe the truth was inconvenient.
Inconvenient to whom, exactly?
The higher-ups, the gods themselves.
So now you want to do something about the crystals. And what? We're not helping bearers and dominants anymore.
I didn't say that. I made a promise and I intend to keep it. But if we continue down this path, there's only one fate that awaits the realm. And we can't very well set our people free if they're all lying dead in a blighted ditch. Not if we want to create a place where they can live on their own terms anyway. Sort of defeats the purpose. So, if we have to bring the old world crashing down in order to build us a new one, what say you? Are you with me?
I suppose it's about time I repaid your faith.
You could have just said aye. But it's nice to have you aboard.
Where's the fun in that? Gotta have something to swear an oath.
myself into? I'm going to need more than a few potions for this.
Unfortunately, the game will only allow me to carry so many potions at the moment. And it's a really stupid small amount as well. God knows why. Right, we have ourselves an optional quest that's popped up, so we're going to take a look at that. Actually, we've got 2 optionals. We'll deal with this one first since we're closer to it.
You've lost a letter? Nothing too important, I hope.
Not just a letter. I lost everything. There's a hole in my damn pack, and fool that I am, I didn't bloody notice.
It can't be that bad, surely.
How could it be any worse? I'm a courier. I carry things. If I can't do my job right, then what am I good for? Nothing, that's what. I buggered it right up. That means no herbs for the infirmary, and no fresh meat for our cooking pots. Worst of all, that letter I lost, it was for Sid. A letter he's been waiting on for days.
Maybe if you retrace your steps.
Scour Storm from coast to coast if I could, but there are curse breakers in the field, counting on my arrival. No, I'll just have to own up to Otto and Sid. They're gonna skin me alive.
Fine. Tell me where to look.
Are you serious? Thank you.
It sounds like the hideaway could use those supplies. So, where should I start?
Gotan's bales, perhaps? I took a tumble in the bushes when I was passing through. There's a chance my pack might have caught on something. If you can find everything I dropped, you'll be doing us all a favor. And if you can find Sid's letter, you'll be saving my life.
If it's there, I'll find it.
Wonderful. Now, I have to run if I'm to make my next delivery in time. I trust you can find your way to Gotan's bales. Oh, and hurry, will you? Sid doesn't like to be kept waiting.
I'm sure he doesn't. The letter won't last very long out in the elements. I should make for Sanbreque as soon.
Okay, so where are we going for that optional? There it is.
The courier said his pack might have split while he was passing through the bales. I better keep my eyes open.
Oops, God's sake, wrong button. There's one.
Good. Looks like I'm in the right area. More of the lost supplies.
Yeah, I'm starting to like Sid quite a lot myself, actually.
I doubt he could have fit much more in his pack. Still no sign of Sid's letter, though. We've come this far. Might as well ask around.
A little overdressed to be picking grapes, aren't you? Are you here for Master Quentin?
I'm looking for a letter someone dropped nearby. And I suppose you've seen it.
Can't say I have, sorry.
Well, if you do...
Wait, I did pass a dog with something in its mouth a little while back. Could have been a piece of paper. No idea if it was your letter, but you never know.
Which way did it go?
Towards Lost Wing? Seemed well looked after to me. Dare say someone there's been feeding it.
To the village then. Thank you.
Let's have a look.
It's looking to be a fine harvest.
Back, are you? Did Master Quentin summon you? The shad's all salted and smoked.
It seems we have our culprit. Sorry, boy. Someone's waiting for this. He's waited long enough already. Hopefully this will keep our career out of trouble.
Alright, back to our stronghold, as it were.
Maybe I should just own up to... There you are. I just got back to the hideaway and thankfully Otto hasn't seen me yet.
Found the things you dropped.
I was so sure they'd be gone.
Only a little worse for wear.
There we go, that's that done.
No more skulking about in the shadows for me then. And all thanks to you. Losing no supplies is one thing, but if Sid had found out about that letter...
Is it about Cursebreaker business?
If only. It's from his daughter. She's off studying in Canver, and her letters are all that keeps Sid sane while she's away.
You never mentioned a daughter.
Well, he's a busy man. And thanks to you, he won't be wasting his time smiting careless couriers with levin boats. So I'd say you did us both a service. Here. For your troubles. If there's anything you're wanting from Sid, today's the day. You'll be sweet as honey once he gets his hands on this.
Okay, that's that done. Now for the other optional quest. When I'm done tripping up on the chair and table there, of course.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier.
He's never this late. Where are you, Randall?
Is everything all right?
Forgive me, young man. I was in a world of my own. I'm worried about my friend, you see. He left some time ago and hasn't returned. You know what it's like out there for a bearer on his own.
Why leave the safety of the hideaway?
For coin. Sad though it is, our need outweighs the risk. The hideaway can't survive on goodwill alone. And though Karen does what she can, her coffers aren't bottomless. Wait, you were a soldier, were you not? In the Imperial Army?
I was.
Then I ask a favour of you. I'm too old to be traipsing hither and yon. Will you go and find him for me?
I'll do what I can.
Oh, thank you.
What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Randall, and I suspect you'll find him in Lostwing. He's been working for Quinton, the tavern keeper. He'll know something, I'm sure.
I'll speak to him.
Safe travels, my friend. And thank you.
Okay, so we need to go to here.
That'll be enough for today. But how did the grocer know his daughter?
Ah, if it isn't Sid's young protege. To what do I owe the pleasure?
I'm looking for a bearer called Randall. I hear he's been coming to you for work. He was expected back at the hideaway some time ago. A friend of his asked me to check on him.
Randall, you say? The porter? Yes, I know him. And I can't say I'm surprised if he has been delayed. I gave him enough to do. Though, thinking about it, he should probably have been back by now.
I'll go and look for him. Where was he headed?
He was to meet an associate of mine to the south of here, on Lorbert's Pass. I do hope nothing's happened to him. Be sure to let me know, Clive.
Can I have another cup, Daddy?
How many do I have?
Sun's setting fast.
What'll we do for supper?
Okay, search and rescue time then, I guess. If I can figure out how to get out of here. How do we get out of here? There's got to be a path here somewhere. Let's try going this way. See if I can get out this way.
The shad's all salted and smoked.
Back, are ya? Did Master Quinton summon ya?
Okay. So I'm kind of close to where I need to go.
A whole day on the line and they're still not.
bit of trouble getting my bearings here. I think I need to go off and over. There we go. So I was in the right place, I just wasn't quite high enough up to get out. But I am now. Oh, looks like we found him.
You all right?
Hanged man. Thank the gods. You're one of us. We were attacked. Beastmen on the road. Randall knew he didn't play the hero, but the sod insisted on drawing him off.
Where did this happen?
Further down the road. In the clearing. Please. You have to see that he's safe.
I'll do what I can. You go back to Lostwing and tell Quentin what happened.
Beastmen, huh?
Goblins. Why am I not surprised? That's it.
I'll deal with you in a minute, fatso. Why is you that eager to die, Giga? I hate it when you do that. Shredded him. We're too late. He's dead.
Sorry, Randall. Looks like I was too late. He doesn't deserve to rot by the roadside. I'll speak to Quentin.
Oh dear. Oh, looks like we have the unfortunateness of being the bearers of bad news now. Blimey, that was a track and a half. Maybe I should have fast travelled.
Ah, there you are. My man told me what happened. And? I can't help but notice you're alone. Damn it. I feared as much.
He's not far from the South Gate. I trust you'll do right by him.
Of course. I'll send someone right away. I knew he was brave. No, I didn't know he was reckless. Poor fool.
And you known him long?
A while. I liked the fact that he didn't shy away from dangerous work, and he liked what I paid.
Because it helped keep the hideaway afloat.
I'll tell Sid what happened here. I expect he'll be none too pleased to learn of Randall's fate. And I suppose you're none too happy either. For your trouble.
No, you got one of our people killed with your ridiculous fool's errands. You clearly didn't send them in with the right equipment. And they paid the price for it.
So what God's
On to
forsaken
story
corner
section
of the realm
again,
is
then.
Sid dragging you off to this time?
Oriflamme.
The Holy Capital. And what business would you lot have in... On second thoughts, I don't want to know. Speaking of Oriflamme, I hear the trading routes leading south have seen more than double the usual traffic. If you ask me, summat foul's brewing, and it ain't Tyre's borbile tea. Oh, just go and see Otto, will you?
All right.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier.
Clive, was it?
Take a seat, Clive.
So you're really going through with it? Sid's been talking about bringing down a mother crystal since I've known him. But that's all it's ever been. Talk.
He's convinced it's the right thing to do. We'll be leaving for the capital shortly.
Well, you couldn't have picked a better moment. Seems the hiding the Royalists gave him wasn't enough to dampen old Sylvester's spirits. His legions are on the march again. This time, due south.
Another war.
All as the great Grieger wills it. Bloodthirsty little miss, that one. That's God's for you, innit? Still, might work to our advantage on this occasion. Wars breed chaos. On the front lines, and at home. With a fair wind behind them, a handful of like-minded ne'er-do-wells could melt into the back alleys of Oriflamme. No trouble. It's making it to the capital that's the problem.
The checkpoint.
That's right. Anyone travelling in or out of Oriflamme has to go through Northreach. Lucky for you, I might just know of a way.
There's...
Well, no, not that. That gets you an audience with the Dame. And it's the Dame who'll see you safely through Northreach. I'll send a Stolas in the morning, let her know you're coming. We go way back, and she's a true friend of the cause. I'm sure you'll get on like a house on fire.
That's good of you, but... who is this Dame, and where will I find her?
She's the proud proprietress of Northreach's foremost house of ill repute, the Vale. And she's quite a woman, if you know what I mean.
A woman? Right.
Don't go blinding her with your charm now, lad. I'll be expecting a full report when you get back.
Okay.
I suppose that's everything. Now to find Gav.
Right.
Well, someone's in a hurry.
Just follow.
Oh, tuba chat.
Funny, I never took you for the type.
Can't all be as
Oh, thank
obedient
you.
as you, Gav.
Eh?
Fine day for a little mischief, wouldn't you say?
Is this all of us?
Actually, Gav won't be coming.
Yeah, I do try and join your streams when I can.
Just the three of us then.
Because you're at a different time zone to
They
me,
said it's
sometimes it's not always easy.
Oriflamme's in chaos, yes, but that doesn't mean we can march an army through her gates. The fewer our numbers, the better our chances of going unnoticed. And should that plan fail, well, we have our icons to fall back on.
Sid, I don't know if I can. Ifrit still seems to come and go as he pleases.
Ordinarily, priming an icon comes naturally to a dominance. But then, you are no ordinary dominance.
Well, he's still got the blessing of the Phoenix, doesn't he?
Not to mention what he sucked out of Garuda. And did I ever tell you about how he was once the greatest shield in Rosaria? You know, I reckon he could probably cut us a path out of the capital on his own if need be.
Let's try not to find out.
We're less likely to be spotted if we travel separately. I'll meet you in Northreach in a few days. You two behave now.
Oh, why can't we just smash through the front gates? It'd be much more fun. Yep. We have ourselves a side quest over here at Martha's Rest, apparently. Let's go and have a look at that a second before we progress. And it looks like there's also a side quest at the area where our next story destination is as well, so we'll have a look at that as well.
The tavern. It's done for. I've seen your face before. You're a friend of Martha's. Help us, I beg you.
Help you with what?
Bandits in the Golden Stables. They're waving their swords around. I think they're gonna kill someone. When I saw what was happening, I slipped out the back. I should have stayed, but oh, please help them.
Bandit slaying is my speciality, especially in Skyrim.
Thank you.
How many were there?
I was out of the door too fast to count. They looked a nasty bunch, though. Be careful in there, all right?
Let's have a look, see what we're dealing with.
Ha! Golden Stable's my ass. All Martha's hiding back here is coppers. Oh, that's a fine sword, friend. Heavy though, I expect. What say we relieve you of it?
Come and try.
Get him, lads. I want that blade.
Let's get this over with.
Stay down.
There's one of you down.
I'll be keeping my blade, thank you.
There he is, the hero of the Golden Stables.
People will think twice about pushing us around again, thanks to you. We're lucky you were nearby. Good cowards wouldn't have dared set foot in the place if I'd been here, of course.
But you weren't. I thought you told me you had someone watching the place.
The Blood Axes keep an eye on the tavern, yeah. When they're not busy keeping the peace, that is. I've spread them as thin as they'll go. The Empire might be in charge, but that don't mean they care to keep us safe. If it weren't for the Blood Axes and me, merchants won't come near these lands for fear of what might happen to them.
I see. Then you do Rosaria a great service.
Just as you did today. You're a useful man to have around. Here.
And there'll be a mug of something tasty waiting for you whenever you next stop by.
Right, we've got work to do for to make this place presentable. You best be going before I arm you with a mop.
There he is, the man of the hour.
Alright, that's that dealt with. So now that we've dealt with that, we'll go ahead and make our way over to here.
So, we're meeting in Northreach. And will I find Sid and Jill before this Dane finds me?
So we'll just do this side quest first.
Ah, you're Sid's man, if I'm not mistaken. Couldn't trouble you for some assistance, could I?
It depends. What do you need?
Some new bearers from Oriflamme just arrived, and it cost Master Quinton a pretty penny to convince their owner to part with them. The man must have been a bloody tyrant. Can't get a peep out of them, try as I might.
They're probably terrified of you.
You're probably right. Dare say it'd take a bearer like yourself to open them up. So, will you have a word with them? Help them settle in?
I can try.
That'll do me. Tell them they're safe, and that if they need anything, they just have to ask.
I'll let them know.
Appreciate it. They're sitting over there, taking a long overdue breather, looks like.
So you're the new arrivals. Is there anything I can get you? You're safe here. They don't punish people like us for speaking our minds.
Truly. I'm hungry. My sister too. We're starving.
Wait here. I'll fetch you something from the tavern.
Thank you.
It won't be long. You stay here and rest.
Right then, to the tavern. Oh, we've got another optional quest over there. Let's see that. I'll have a look at that in a minute.
But how did the grocer know his dog? Sun's setting fast. They'll all be back from the vineyard soon.
Can I have another cup, Daddy?
I'll have 2 plates of whatever you're serving.
Sorry. We've enough mouths of our own to feed without tending to the wants of outsiders.
It's not for me. It's for some new arrivals.
Oh, my apologies. I didn't see the mark. So you're a comrade? Well, in that case, you may have whatever you require. Take all the bread and wine you want.
That's really all it takes. One look at the innkeeper's mark.
Of course it is. I do as Master Quinton commands, as do we all. And Master Quinton commands that none of his favoured guests be left wanting. Well, don't keep our new comrades waiting. Take what you need and see that they eat their fill.
Bread and wine. Hopefully this will be enough.
I've noticed a lot of the characters in this game are very discriminate against people. Because I've noticed they've discriminated against us a lot until they realised who we are. Then they've changed their tune.
Yeah. Bread and wine from the tavern.
May we? Truly? Such plenty. Never in all my days.
Brother, this place is like a dream. We sat and no one shouted. We ate and more was offered.
I know. I can't believe it.
You're free now. And the next time you're hungry, you need only ask to be fed.
Thank you. Thank you. For everything. Thank you.
That takes care of that. Okay, let's just take a quick glance at what this one over here wants a second, because ideally we want to try and keep all these side quests up to date. That way we're not getting a backlog. Believe me, if you get a backlog it gets very repetitive.
Master Quinton will never forgive me if I don't. I want no trouble.
I'm not here for trouble, I'm here to help.
Wait, that's... Oh, glory to Griga. You were the hanged man. I took you for a rogue. If you're a friend of Master Quinton's, then perhaps you'll help me. His vineyard, Lostwing's pride and joy, has been beset by a plague of giant wasps.
And you need someone to solve your pest problem.
I do indeed. I've never seen them so far from the forest, nor so mean for that matter. I suppose the smell's got them worked up, and little wonder. This'll be the finest crop we've ever known if the fiends don't eat it first. I tried chasing them off myself, but they won't flee from the likes of me. And if I don't bring those grapes in for pressing soon, Master Quinton will have my guts for garters. You look like you can handle that blade of yours. Will you put it to use for a comrade in need? Please, rid us of these wasps so I can be about my business.
See, I'm actually petrified of wasps in real life.
I'll see to it.
Oh, thank you. You'll find them over at Gotan's Bales on the edge of town. And hurry, Lostwing needs those grapes.
But how did the grocer know his daughter is?
Don't tell me. Turnips for supper.
Alrighty then, time for a little good old-fashioned pest control.
That must be the vineyard. A few wasps shouldn't give me too much trouble.
What's that window? There we go. Just a little tip actually for you guys when dealing with the flyers.
I'd better let Quentin's man know.
If you're finding that your spells aren't really doing too much damage, just charge your magic attack and hit the flyers with a stronger magic attack and it will knock them out of the sky, allowing for you to actually get to them with your sword and allowing you to do a little bit more damage. I know I just kept on firing off weak fire spells at that last one, but that's just because I really could not be bothered to charge my fire spell up. But if I had charged it up before unleashing it, it would have knocked it out of the sky and stunned it temporarily, allowing for me to kill it easier using my physical attacks.
What happens to us now, brother?
Nothing bad. Don't tell me. Turnips for supper.
Those wasps won't Those wasps won't be interfering with your harvest anymore.
Oh, thank you. Master Quinton would have had my head if I'd lost the crop. I'd say you've earned a reward. Our Gotand Rouge fetches a handsome price among the rich and powerful of the realm. We use that money to keep our comrades fed and imperial wolves from our door. The vineyards were Master Quinton's idea. He wanted to give bearers a place to work, a place where they'd be safe.
Well, he certainly seems to have done that here. I'm glad I could help.
I'll see that he hears of your kindness. And once this vintage is ripe for drinking, there'll be a glass or two raised in your honour.
Alright then, I believe that's all of the optionals done, so we can go ahead and push on with the story now.
Sun's setting fast. They'll all be back.
Is it safe to ride to Northreach now?
Cool, blimey, this is a distance. Is there a way I can get there a bit quicker? We might just have to run it. I don't think we've actually been there yet, sadly.
Let's make this quick. Stand down!
Great. Which one of those? There we go.
Mistakes.
I'm going to try and kill everything I come across, ideally, because then all the experience will build up, which means we'll level up more, and then later on when we end up in more boss fights and things, might not struggle quite so much.
It's over. You're finished.
There.
Almost there.
Northreach.
Finished. Stay down.
The soldiers used to speak of a brothel, but that was north of the checkpoint. I hope the dame has friends in the south.
And a chain of
Fish. All from the sea
We've reds, white.
The right to confiscate any objects forbidden by the throne.
Marries.
I simply can't decide. I'll just have to take them all.
Yeah, there's a shiny thing there. How on earth did I miss that? There we go.
Welcome, good.
Come, treat yourself.
Not another step, Branded, or you'll be spending the night.
How about I take your heads
Are you gonna
off?
buy something or not?
Ah, there they are. Obnoxious guards. If it was Skyrim, I'd have just taken their heads off.
A moment, my lady.
A moment? I doubt you could afford even that much of my time. Branded.
My mistake.
No, mine. Upon reflection, you don't have the scent of a branded about you. The flowers. Otto always did know how to please me. More than Sid ever did anyway. Do you think you could please me, Clive?
You're the dame.
Let us leave such impersonal titles to my less preferred clientele. You can call me Isabel. Otto assured me I could trust you. I can trust you, can't I?
You can trust me, yes,
Might have a
but
thunderstorm rolling in.
why would you?
Help you? Because that's what we do. Long ago, Sid did me a kindness when no one else would. I have never forgotten that. Without it, I would not be where I am today. And so, I make it a point to do the same whenever possible. Which brings us here. To the final obstacle between you and whatever it is you seek in the holy capital. I fear the guards are not likely to let a masterless bearer pass unmolested. Unless... Unless, of course, his master deigned to appear. Yes, that will do nicely. But I shall expect a favor in return.
Wait, what?
Right then.
What the hell are you doing?
Tut tut. We cannot have people thinking I tolerate disobedience from my branded.
The men who gave me this are no more my masters than you are. But it's not as if I can hide it.
From the moment you acquired it, that brand has done naught but take. But today, it is going to give you exactly what you want. Just play along.
Madame, back to the Vale already?
But of course, we must make ready to welcome you, my dear.
And who might this be?
Why my new escort? The streets aren't safe for a girl, what with all the royalists about.
Well, don't work him too hard.
Well, that rather depends on you now, doesn't it? I'll see you all at sunset.
Oi, hold up. Another fucking branded. Well, you're lucky you're with the dame. Get out of my sight.
Oh yeah.
Filth.
And if I wasn't, what would you do? It'll take more than the likes of you two men to drop me.
That wasn't so bad.
Wasn't so bad. They might have recognized me.
But they didn't. And even if they had, they wouldn't have done anything about it. The gentlemen of the garrison are some of my best customers. We have an arrangement, as do you and I. Now, if you'd care to follow me, we can speak more at the Vale.
Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice.
And if anyone requests her company, tell them she is feeling unwell.
Madame, you look stunning.
As do you, my dear.
Shall I have one of the girls draw a bath?
That won't be necessary. Clive, my darling. Welcome to the Vale.
Thank you for seeing me through the gates, my lady. I am in your debt.
Well, that was the whole point, wasn't it? And I told you, it's Isabel. Whatever wound you so tight, I wonder. It's certainly not Sid's influence.
You, mentioned a favor. What is it you'd have me do? I don't want to keep my companions waiting.
If you mean Sid and the girl, you needn't worry. They have yet to reach the checkpoint. Yes, Otto asked me to help them as well. But to answer your question, I need you to find someone for me. One of my girls. Tatienne has been gone for several days now, having left no word of explanation. And I began to fear the worst.
I feel as if I've spent my whole life searching for people. No, I can't say I'm any good at it.
I trust you'll do your best. Oh, and take this. Proof of that trust. And hopefully enough to keep prying eyes from looking too closely at that handsome face of yours. Now, I have matters to attend to at the Iron Flagon. If you find anything, ask for me there.
I should probably start here.
Okay.
You wear the dame's brooch. She must trust you.
Enough to have me look for one of your colleagues. A woman by the name of Tatienne.
She's still missing then? Oh, if only I'd comforted her.
You saw her before she disappeared.
The day before, she was in tears. She'd lost her comb, a gift from the dame. It wasn't anything fancy, but you could tell it meant the world to her. You see, Tatienne was an orphan, and she looked upon the dame as a mother, as do we all.
So she was upset.
And I didn't lend her my shoulder. But perhaps someone else did. Tatienne shared a room. Her chambermaid may have seen something. She's over there, sitting by the pond.
Thank you. Let's see what her chambermaid can tell us then.
Well then, I suppose you'll need a little something.
Excuse me, you
So
there?
we've got optionals
I
popping
cannot
in.
help but notice you bear the moon and stars. Might I trouble you for some assistance? You'll be rewarded, of course.
And who exactly would I be assisting?
Oh, forgive me. I am Etienne, a humble merchant. Though fortunate enough to count the dame among my acquaintances, I have business beyond these walls. But the guards have grown somewhat suspicious of my comings and goings of late. I was hoping someone might be kind enough to go in my stead. And who better than someone in the employ of the Vale's proprietress? Would you be willing to help a fellow in his hour of need?
Why not?
Marvelous. The task is simple enough. Pass through the gate and deliver packages to a few of my most valued clients. There are 3 in total. A grocer, an apothecary, and a distiller.
Got a storm
You
rolling
need only
in. Definitely
mention
got a
that the
storm
items you
rolling in.
carry
Can
are
hear it.
fresh from the...
Nothing dangerous, I hope.
Why, of course not. Merely trifles, which folk beyond the checkpoint are keen to get their hands on. And though I cannot prevent you from peeking, I advise that you don't. Strongly advise.
The right to
You
confiscate.
there! Fancy a drop of spices from the far away?
Like a plum! The apple of your eye!
So you're the first one.
I warn you now, I don't sell to your kind, whether you have the coin or not. Where's your master anyway?
Etienne sent me.
Didn't know he had his own bearer. Business must be booming. All right, quickly now, before the guards notice. That isn't a burden off my back. And And this is for Etienne.
All this for a drink.
Not just any drink. The very best. Specially distilled for my most discerning customers. The guards find that, they'll seize it before you can blink. You keep it well hidden, all right? If Etienne likes it, tell him there's more where that came from. For a price, of course.
Of course.
I have no business with Branded.
God,
Well, I
you
have
lot are
business
so
with you.
obnoxious.
A package. Fresh from the master's table.
I do not know you. Where is the merchant, Etienne?
Somewhere
Hey
the
up,
gate guards
Kupo.
won't be paying him or his affairs any mind.
Fine. Hand over the goods and be gone. This is lighter than usual. Branded, if I discover you have played me false,
I can always take it back.
you will do no such thing. Your master should cut out your insolent tongue.
How about I cut out your tongue,
I would see you clapped in chains.
impotent wretch?
Take it and get out of my sight.
Cigars.
Those cigars are worth more than your life. Do be careful.
There's nothing here for your kind, Branded. Go on now. Shoot.
I have a delivery from Etienne. Fresh from the master's table.
Why didn't you say so? Times are hard. But this here'll make 'em less so. For a while at least. Sorry about the welcome. Meant nothing by it. You wait right here. Here. You can tell Etienne I'm a man of my word. Oriflamme's finest. Just as promised.
Perfumed cigars and spirits. Someone has expensive tastes. The question is, how can they afford to maintain them? I suppose there's only one way to find out.
No one's allowed through the gate until...
That's the day done then.
Ah, you have returned.
I believe these are yours.
Delightful. The Dame will be pleased.
You don't say. And would she be pleased to learn what you had to exchange for those items?
You mean the crystals? No need to be coy, my boy.
Why not just tell me in the first place?
An honest man wears deception like shackles about his ankles. I couldn't risk you stumbling under the gaze of the guards. After all, we both know the punishment for dealing in unsanctioned crystals, even such morsels as I provide. And if you don't know what this day's work may have cost you, then, well, I dare say you'll sleep all the better for it. Despite the risk, our friends beyond the wall gladly give their finest and most treasured wares for the paltry crumbs I trade in.
I didn't realize crystals were so scarce here.
As scarce as chocobo teeth, hence the thriving market for even the scantest fragments. Do you think it vulgar that I profit from the hardship of others?
Yeah, I do actually.
I
It's
think you're
wrong.
doing what you believe is necessary.
Yeah, indeed. And I don't doubt the Dame would agree. A reward for a job well done. I have the goods I was commissioned to gather, and the guards are none the wiser. I thank you, as will our mutual friend when she hears of how you have aided me.
Alright, next optional.
Heard the bones fell favourably. To the Vale, then.
I don't know how a bearer came by the moon and stars. Thank goodness I found you. Can I trust you to be discreet?
About what?
About this. About what I wish to ask of you. About the fact that I, a humble creature, assist the Dame of the Vale in her endeavors. As unlikely as it may seem, there are those within the upper echelons of Sambraquois society who find the Empire's treatment of bearers to be barbaric.
All right. But what do you want from me?
This town is carried upon the backs of its bearers, and yet many would see their servants starve. Not for the want of coin, simple fare cost little more than a pittance, but to revel in the suffering of others, a simple act of cruelty. Contemptible though it is, my countrymen would sooner cut off their noses to spite their faces than see their bearers fed. And despite my best attempts at secrecy, my efforts to dole out comestibles have been noticed. Which brings me to my request. The brand upon your cheek affords you a certain freedom. A freedom I could sorely use.
Fine. What do you need me to do?
Oh, thank you. An extra meal may not seem like much, but it will make all the difference. Here, deliver these, but keep them hidden. Quickly now. What food I can provide goes where the need is greatest. And today that happens to be the barracks. 3 bearers, overworked and underfed, not permitted a moment's rest.
It's no wonder so many die before their time.
Tragic, true, but do not let anger make you careless. People will view this act of mercy as an undermining of the Empire's authority. Be discreet for both our sakes, and for the sake of those we feed. Oh, and when you're finished, a word in the ear of one of the Dame's girls would be appreciated.
You won't be staying, then?
I'm afraid not. I'm expected back in the capital, and have already risked much speaking with you this long.
Crystal's curse is bad enough. You can't let people starve as well.
Alrighty then.
It's not been half a moon since Bellamy.
You look like you need a rest.
Not half as much as I need this. Thank you. I daren't eat it here, though. Not where anyone might see.
Has it always been this bad?
Well, it was worse before the Chamberlain. I'd be dead without him. Me and many others.
That's something at least.
Are you waiting for it to heal on its own? Hurry up!
Looks like now's not the time. I have something for you.
From the Chamberlain. Thank you. Thank you. You need to leave. You need to leave. Now. Now. Please. Please.
Branded! Who told you to arrest? Stoke those damn flames! And you! If you've got a message for me, out with it. If not, return to your post.
Yeah, I got a message for you. It's my right fist. See if you speak to me with a bit more respect then, douchebag.
Enough! Curse you! Get away from me! You'll work faster next time if you know what's good for you!
Yeah. It looks like you need it. The Chamberlain must have sent you. But alas, my work is far from over. If I don't go now, they'll beat me. You need to rest. But I won't. I've wounds to heal and bones to mend. And what of your own hurts? And wait. That's when my hunger. Thank you, though. Drover has more regard for his cattle than the Empire does its bearers. Anyway, you'd better head to the Vale.
All right. Are you here for business or pleasure?
Business, though not my own. The Chamberlain put me to work delivering food.
Ah, so he found someone to help him then. Just as well. I hear his friends back at court have been taking a little too much interest in him of late.
So he really is a Chamberlain.
There was a time when he was the Vale's most illustrious customer. Us girls thought of him as a generous uncle. He was one of the only people round here who seemed bothered by the way the Empire treats its bearers.
Rare for one in his position.
A fact not wasted on the Dame. A little nudge from her is all it took, and he became the patron saint of Northreach's starving masses. My sisters and I may have lost an uncle, but bearers are being fed for a change, so we don't grumble. Much.
Glad to hear it.
Gives you faith, though, doesn't it? To know there are people out there like him. And you, for that matter. It's no wonder the Dame's got a soft spot for you.
I better be going.
Right, we've got one more side quest to do.
I haven't seen you around the Vale of late. Oh, don't tell me you've grown tired.
Did one of them get on this?
Sergeant's got it in for us two.
Where's your commanding officer, Branded? Don't you know the training grounds are for real soldiers?
Hey, you lost or something? Sorry, but the Imperial Guard's got no use for your kind. The infantry always needs more bodies, though.
I'm just passing through.
Don't bloody believe it! The bastard's wearing the moon and stars!
That'll be why he's strutting about like he owns the place.
But they laughed when we offered her our protection. You reckon this prick's really worth a couple of the Emperor's finest?
I dare say there's ways of finding out. How about it, Branded? Care to show us how you earned that brooch?
I'd rather not.
Oh, no doubt. Only chivalrous souls that we are. Robin and I need to know the dame's being properly looked after.
Fine. I'll knock you both on your asses.
Fine. If it'll put your mind at ease.
Oh, just so you know, I won't be holding back. I suggest you don't either. Take a moment to get ready if you need it. Wouldn't want you whining about an unfair fight.
I'm ready.
Now, let's get the measure of you, shall we?
If that's what you want.
Cocky bastard. All right, let's be having you. Oh, and when you go crying to your mistress, tell her it was Leon who gave you the pounding. Use all the dirty tricks you want, Brandon. All right? So you know one end of a blade from the other.
It's over.
Wow.
Fuck me.
What the hell are you playing at, Leon? So it's a real challenge he wants, is it? Fine. Sword up, bearer. Let's have some fun, shall we?
You know what? You're really cocky. Let's see how you deal with this. Oh, because managing to block all my attacks.
Got potential. I'll give you that. Stay down.
Can I go now?
Gregor's gas. The bastard didn't even break a sweat.
The dame's man or no, he's still a Branded. Best hope the sergeant never hears about this.
Yeah, not after the bullocking he gave us for missing drills. Might be the old sod had a point.
I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, good bloody riddance. At least we know the dame's in safe hands, I suppose.
Do us a favour. If you have to tell the dame about this, tell her we got a good few hits in, eh?
So you're the new escort the girls have been talking about. And you've already been sent off on an errand, eh? Poor boy. You'll be knackered before the real work begins later on tonight.
I'm told you share a bedchamber with Tatienne. Did she say anything to you before?
Before she went missing. Only that she needed to meet with someone. She didn't mention a name, but I know exactly who she meant.
You do?
Lad from the garrison. Annoying little shit. Spent every guil he earned on Tatienne, and picked fights with anyone else who tried to buy her time. Followed her around like a lost puppy. Tatienne was flattered at first, but it didn't take long for her to get scared. She thought about saying something. The Dane was so proud of her for how much she was bringing in. And she didn't want to let her down.
This man from the garrison. Did you ever see him?
Of course I did. He tried to sneak into our room enough times. Slimy sod's got a scar over one eye. Claims he got it in battle.
You've been very helpful.
Don't let him get away with this. Find him, and you'll find her.
A man from the garrison. Seems a trip to the barracks is in order.
Well then, I suppose you'll need a little something to remember.
Heard the bones fell favourably.
I'm looking for a man with a scar over his eye.
Looking for a man? Does this look like a brothel, Branded? Fuck off.
Hold your tongue. Where's the dame's brooch? One word from him and the Vale's doors will be barred to us for good.
There's only one man in the garrison with a dodgy eye. His name's Yannick. I haven't seen him around lately, though.
On account of him being in war. Yeah, Yannick left a few days back. Said he had dealings with a merchant there.
The dame thanks you. Moor is the last village on the road to Oriflamme. I should let Isabel know where I'm headed.
Clive, tell me you bear good tidings.
That remains to be seen.
Oh, Tatienne, you could have told me.
This Yannick. The soldiers I spoke to believe he's in the village of Moor. According to them, he claimed to have some business with a merchant there. But that wouldn't explain his continued absence.
And you plan on traveling to Moor to ascertain the truth?
Isn't that what you want?
Oh, it is, but I fear sending you there may cause more harm than good. The people of Moor are rather set in their ways. You'll find they have little love for bearers, and they will not hesitate to report one such as you to the constabulary. There is a man in Moor who owes me a favor. More than one, in fact. His name is Bertrand, and he works at the stables. Tell him I sent you.
I shall return as soon as I find something.
I won't be, but I think Holly possibly might be covering that one. She does like her Super Mario Brothers. She was watching my stream earlier. I don't know if she's still here. One moment. I've just messaged Holly on Messenger to see if I can get her attention a second, because I know she's at work and I know she's sort of flicking on and off of my stream, so it's possible that she hasn't actually seen that comment pop up just yet. So just bear with me one moment. What time are we on actually? Yeah, I think I'm going to be looking to wrap the stream up in a minute. Just going to quickly do a game save here. Oh, there we go, she's responded. Alrighty then, folks. Well, I'm going to be wrapping this stream up now because I've been going for just shy of 2 hours, I think. So I'm going to stop for a break. And I will be back on... Oh, actually, I won't be back on Friday because I'm busy Friday. Sugar. Probably going to be Monday now that I'm going to be back, because tomorrow and Thursday I'm working, and unfortunately because it's such early starts I can't squeeze a stream in, whereas because at the moment we're in the school holidays, so we're opening earlier, which means the day crew are finishing earlier, so I'm having to come in slightly earlier than I normally would, whereas when it's during school time, we like the evening staff don't normally start until 6-7 o'clock, which allows for me to squeeze more stream time in. Unfortunately, now because we're in the summer holidays, I'm starting at like 5, half 5, and obviously I tend to go for a 2.5 hour stream. So if I do my normal stream and I finish at half 4, it puts a lot of pressure on me then to have enough time to then get ready for work afterwards. So it's kind of screwed things up a little bit. And then, like I said, this Friday I'm going to be busy during the day. So yeah, the next time I will be streaming will most likely be Monday, or failing that, Tuesday next week. Also, if I manage to find any time over the weekend, maybe I'll squeeze in, even if it's just an hour stream over the weekend or something, perhaps to try and make up for this. But yeah, thank you very much everyone for stopping by, and I'll see you all next time for more Final Fantasy XVI.